So it appears that Samsung is finally prepared to make a comeback with a brand new Galaxy S23 FE after skipping the Galaxy S22 FE. And here is everything you need to know about the upcoming Galaxy S23 Fan Edition phone. So first and foremost thing, let's come to the main thing, the powerful chipset. Well, it will be powered by Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 chipset according to some leakers, but in certain markets. In other regions, Samsung may actually use the Exynos 2200 chipset inside this phone. Now, to keep this in mind, the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 is actually a competitive chipset of the Exynos 2200. Despite being the same age, many also still would consider a Snapdragon chip instead of the Exynos 2200. Keep this in mind, the 8 Gen 1 was actually manufactured by Samsung Foundry, not TSMC. And because of that reason alone, it used to overheat, which is why the Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1 was manufactured by TSMC totally. So whatever the case, it is anticipated that this phone will actually be powered by a chipset from a year ago rather than the one seen in the most recent flagship, the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2. And that's because of a lot of things. First and foremost thing, a lot of people expect the Fan Edition phone to be a watered-down variant of the flagship phones. But that has changed over time because now Samsung has to replace the Galaxy A7X series with the Fan Edition phones. And that has to be somewhat much more slower or much more weaker compared to the Galaxy S23, the base model. So that's the only reason. The S23 Fan Edition is also anticipated to have the similar design to the S23 flagship. That's not something that is surprising considering all of the Samsung's phones nowadays are coming with the same exact design, whether you talk about the A54 or A34. And one of the big reasons why I'm saying it is the camera layout design. It's still the same as the Galaxy S23 series. Now the S23 has a 6.1-inch screen, but a better one. The S23 FE is expected to have a 6.4-inch panel, the same as the S21 FE, the current model. And the refresh rate is also going to stay same. Now the panel technology is still unknown to us, but we assume that it is the same dynamic AMOLED 2X panel that is used on the S21 FE, but it will include Corning Gorilla Glass Victus protection. And the resolution is still gonna be Full HD+. The S23 FE may feature the same 50-megapixel sensor as the Galaxy S23 series. And that is quite exciting. The sensor is actually 1/1.56 inches in size, and it also has f1.8 aperture, optical image stabilization, and PDAF. The phone will also have 12-megapixel ultra-wide-angle camera and 8-megapixel telephoto camera with 3x optical zoom, and these two sensors are identical to the S21 FE. According to rumors, the front-facing camera will get an upgrade to 12-megapixel sensor, the same as the S23 series. The S23's battery capacity is actually going to be again 4500, and we've already seen certification leaks that clearly shows it's a 4500 mAh battery. This certification also states that the phone will have 5G and 25-watt rapid charging. Yeah, that's probably we all know. And just like nowadays phones, the S23 FE will not come with a charger included in the box. But then again, this phone will still come with a 15-watt wireless charging and reverse wireless charging technology. So that's pretty good. Now in terms of RAM and storage though, it may come with a 628GB variant, but in other markets it's only gonna come in 8 to 56GB variant. But in either market, it will not support microSD card. That's something that is pretty much confirmed. The IP rating is still going to be IP68, and it will come with Bluetooth 5.2 and NFC as well. So that's probably it. Now what about the price though? Well, both S20 FE and S21 FE launched at $699 in the US. And there is a chance we could see the S23 FE launching at the same exact $699 price. Now this will actually put the S23 FE below the standard S23, which retails around $799. However, there are rumors saying that the S23 FE might be slightly cheaper because it is going to have a much older chipset, plus there is no Galaxy A7X device to fill up the gap, so maybe that's the reason. It's possible that we could see the Galaxy S23 FE announced alongside the upcoming foldable flagships in the later part of this month, and if it's got delayed, then it's gonna arrive sometime in October. And yes, if you want, you can get some crazy cool wallpapers up on my website, a link down below. Until the next one, bye and take care.